The candles flicker, their warm light dances across the room. Shadows play upon the tall shelves. Books line these shelves. Volumes of law, of history, of philosophy. They are silent witnesses. In the center, a sturdy mahogany desk stands firm. Upon it, papers lie in neat stacks. An American flag, one of the nation's early designs, drapes thoughtfully in a corner. The air is still. It is heavy with the weight of years, of decisions made. This is a room of contemplation, a room of profound thought, a sanctuary for a mind that shaped a new world, a mind that never ceased its labor for the republic it birthed. Seated in a wingback chair, a figure of quiet dignity commands the space. It is John Adams. Older now, his shoulders perhaps a little stooped by the passage of relentless time. His hair, once a more vibrant hue, is now a shock of pure white. It frames a face etched with the lines of a life lived intensely. His attire is of the 18th century, a dark, well-fitted coat, a waistcoat of distinguished fabric, lace at his cuffs, a subtle touch of formality. He holds a quill, poised as if ready to capture a fleeting thought or to argue a point with an unseen adversary. His eyes, though, are what truly captivate. They are bright, they are alert, they burn with an unextinguished fire, a fire of conviction, a fire of passion, a fire that once ignited a continent. He looks out, perhaps not at the room, but through the walls. Through time itself, he sees the past, relives its struggles. He contemplates the future, holds hope for its promise. His posture, even in repose, speaks of an unyielding spirit, a confidence forged in the crucible of revolution and the demanding task of nation-building, a task he embraced with all his formidable intellect and passionate heart. This is not merely an old man. This is a monument, a living testament to an era of extraordinary change. He is a founder, a patriot, a visionary. The room seems to hum with his silent energy. One can almost hear the echoes of his powerful voice. A voice that once thundered in colonial assemblies, a voice that argued for independence with irrefutable logic and burning zeal. He was a man who understood the profound responsibility of creating something new, something lasting, something that would stand as a beacon of freedom for generations yet to come, a beacon he helped to light. Long before the cannons roared, John Adams wielded words. His words were his weapons. He spoke with a conviction that was unshakable. His oratory was not always smooth, it was not always polished, but it was always powerful. It was driven by a fierce intellect. It was fueled by an unwavering belief in the rights of man. He stood before skeptical crowds, he argued in hostile courts, he never flinched. He spoke of freedom, he spoke of justice, he spoke of the tyranny that threatened to engulf the colonies, to extinguish the flickering flame of self-determination. His voice, often described as clear and resonant, cut through the noise of indecision. He was not a man for half measures. He saw the path ahead with stark clarity. Independence was not just a desire, it was a necessity. He believed with every fiber of his being that liberty once lost is lost forever. This was not mere rhetoric for him, it was a fundamental truth, a truth worth fighting for, a truth worth dying for. He understood the immense risk, he knew the terrible cost, yet he pressed onward, his arguments meticulous, his passion undeniable, his spirit indomitable. Adams championed the rule of law, even amidst the rising tide of revolutionary fervor. He believed that liberty could not exist without order, that freedom must be grounded in principle. His defense of the British soldiers after the Boston Massacre was a testament to this conviction. It was an unpopular stand, a dangerous stand, but for Adams, the law was paramount. It was the shield of the innocent. It was the bedrock of a just society. This commitment to legal principle would become a cornerstone of the new nation he envisioned, a nation governed by laws, not by men. His arguments were not just for the courtroom or the assembly hall. They were for the hearts and minds of his fellow colonists. He wrote tirelessly, essays, pamphlets, letters, each word carefully chosen, each sentence crafted to persuade, to inspire, to unite. He laid the intellectual groundwork for revolution. He articulated the grievances of a people yearning to be free. He painted a vision of what America could be, a land of opportunity, a republic of free citizens, a place where liberty could flourish, protected by a government of its own making, a government dedicated to its preservation. The year 1776. A pivotal moment. The colonies stood at a precipice. John Adams was there, at the heart of the storm. He was a leading voice in the Continental Congress. He pushed relentlessly for a complete break from Great Britain. He served on the committee to draft the Declaration of Independence. While Jefferson held the pen for much of its eloquent prose, it was Adams who was its most powerful advocate, its champion on the floor of Congress. He fought for every word, he battled every doubt, he ensured its passage. His service did not end with the Declaration. The war years were arduous. Adams was sent to Europe, a diplomat for a fledgling nation. He sought alliances, he secured crucial loans, he navigated the complex courts of European power. He did so with tenacity, with skill, with an unwavering focus on America's interests. He often felt isolated, misunderstood, yet he persevered. He knew the survival of the new United States depended on it. He was instrumental in negotiating the Treaty of Paris, which formally ended the war and recognized American independence, a monumental achievement. Returning home, Adams continued his nation building. He helped draft the Massachusetts Constitution, a model for other states, and for the United States Constitution itself. He served as the first vice president under George Washington, a sometimes frustrating role, yet he performed his duties with diligence. He then became the second president. His presidency was fraught with challenges, international tensions, domestic political strife. He steered the nation through perilous waters. He kept America out of a wider war. He always prioritized the stability and sovereignty of the young republic, often making unpopular decisions for the greater good. Throughout these years, his belief in a government of laws, not of men, remained his guiding star. He understood the fragility of the new republic. He knew that passion alone could not sustain it. It needed institutions. It needed a strong legal framework. It needed citizens committed to its ideals. He once stated, reflecting the immense effort, posterity, "You will never know how much it cost the present generation to preserve your freedom. I hope you will make good use of it." This was his earnest plea, his solemn charge to the future, a future he worked so diligently to secure. John Adams's legacy is vast. It is profound. It is woven into the very fabric of America. He was more than just a politician. He was more than just a president. He was a thinker, a philosopher of liberty, a man of unyielding principle. His commitment to the cause of freedom was absolute. He dedicated his life to it. He risked everything for it. He understood its preciousness. He knew its defense required constant vigilance. His fierce advocacy for independence changed the course of history, setting a new standard for self-governance and individual rights. His insistence on the rule of law provided a critical anchor for the young nation. In an age of revolution, when passions ran high, Adams championed order. He championed due process. He championed the idea that even the most powerful must be subject to the law. This was not always popular, but it was essential. It laid the foundation for a stable and enduring republic. A republic that could withstand the storms of internal dissent and external threat. His contributions to constitutional thought continue to resonate, shaping legal and political discourse even today, underscoring his foresight. Adams was a true patriot. His love for his country was deep. It was abiding, but it was not a blind love. He was acutely aware of America's imperfections. He understood the challenges that lay ahead. His patriotism was one of service, of sacrifice, of unwavering dedication to the ideals upon which the nation was founded. He believed in an informed citizenry. He believed in the power of education. He believed that the republic's survival depended on the virtue and intelligence of its people, a people capable of upholding the demanding responsibilities of freedom. The light of John Adams's vision continues to shine. It illuminates the path for those who cherish liberty, for those who believe in justice, for those who understand the profound responsibility of self-government. He was a complex man, sometimes cantankerous, always passionate, but above all he was a man of courage, a man of conviction, a man who dared to imagine a new world and then dared to build it. His unwavering commitment to principle, his tireless work, and his profound insights into the nature of government and freedom remain a vital inheritance for all Americans and indeed for all who seek liberty.